All right, good morning, everybody. I am on my way down to downtown Redmond, to Redmond Town Center. It's the outdoor mall here in Redmond for Exotics at RTC. So it's a weekly event that goes on during the spring and summer every Saturday morning. It's 9 to 11 in the morning. If it's raining, they cancel it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a weekly thing in the summer, and it's just come show your cool car. They won't even let me with my Evo. They don't let Corvettes in it anymore unless it's a CR1 and stuff like that. It's gotten pretty big to the point where they have to be pretty restrictive on the cars that show up. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a weekly show. It's really cool. There's a lot of the same guys you see a lot for every week, so I try to only go maybe once a month or something like that. Or they have special events. Like they have Ferrari Day, they have Porsche Day. Today is supposed to be a special event. They're calling it Collector Car Day, so I'm not sure if we're going to see a lot of classics or not today. But it's fun to go down and check out what's there, and there's always a lot of cool cars. Sometimes dealerships bring stuff out, so like one of the first NSX in the West Coast was there last time. I'll probably show you some of that footage if he's not here again today, just because there's not a whole lot to do at a car show video-wise, unless you're doing, you know, fancy video. But even still, you're not going to fill 15 minutes probably. So I'll get you some clips from today, and then I'll probably give you some clips from the last couple times I've gone. Probably too much wind noise. Sorry about that. Buffeting. So yeah, I'll put some together from today and the last time I went. That way, there's quite a bit of content. It'll still probably be a pretty short video. And then next week is my birthday, but I still think I'm going to go to the big NASCAR race here that happens. I think they only do 3 races on the 5/8 oval at Evergreen, and so this is the biggest one. It's the Summer Showdown. Usually a lot of guys from out of state, California, everywhere come up, and there's like 50 cars that show up. It's kind of crazy. And they keep qualifying, I think, to 40. So some guys that just drive up here might have to go home. So I'm probably gonna go to that just because I've never been to the 200, and it's a huge event. So I'll go to that. I'll probably get some stuff from that. So next week might be a little light. But after that, I mean, we're starting to kick into some big stuff. I think there's another Pro-Am or Open Drift the following week, and then after that is the big drift. Formula Drift in town, so I'm gonna shoot that as much as I can. I still don't know if I'm gonna be me yet. They haven't released that stuff yet. I'm gonna do that, and then also I'm gonna drive on down to Oregon and do Turk Bash, and hopefully get on track there. We'll see what happens there, but I mean, even if I don't, I'll still get you some guys some cool footage, walk the pits and stuff like that, since a lot of the pro drivers are there. I'll walk the pits at FT too. But yeah, so there's a lot coming up. And after that, August is just insane between Formula Drift, Takeover Northwest. I think I'm gonna go out to in Oregon, and then probably a couple special surprises. I got some plans to maybe head to another far out of state event. I'm working on that still. I don't have any confirmation of that until next week when I can figure out travel plans, things like that, if I can make it. So that's going to be huge. If I go out for that, I'm going to be really stoked for that. And then let's see, Labor Day, yeah, so like Labor Day weekends. I mean, there's just so much going on, and I just have to figure out what I can go to. And then also Pro-Am round 4, I think, is in there. Man, there's just so much going on. I can't keep track of it all. I need my calendar in front of me. But yeah, there's plenty going on. I want to try to hit up as much as I can. I also have some personal news coming eventually here. I'm not sure. There's a lot of weird things going on with the house that I've mentioned before. I'm not sure what's going on with that. The appraiser kind of called out some stuff that was being done, but it's not yet done. So it's kind of, I don't know what's going on with that stuff. So personal life is kind of weird. But when I do get that figured out, I have a couple big announcements. I should be getting some parts in. So I have a couple announcements for the race car that I'm going to start building again, and you know, maybe some deals that I got going on with some certain companies. So I have that, and then Also, I might be getting another car on top of that I kind of alluded to in my last video. So hopefully I get that one and I can get you guys a lot of content from it too, because at least it'll allow me to do more events on track. And so I can get you in-car stuff, things like that. But all right, enough of my rambling. We're almost to the show, so we'll go ahead and hop on out and shoot some cars and show you what's usually hanging out here in Redmond with all my Facebook and Microsoft and all that other stuff around here. So a lot of pretty wealthy people will put it. All right, let's see what we got. Alright, as I mentioned in a previous video, Sir Mix-a-Lot is here. He's got his Lambo here. I'm not going to bother him. He's talking to a bunch of people, but I'll probably do a drive-by so you can see him. But yeah, he's always here hanging out. He's a pretty cool guy, really nice. He just talks to everybody. I think he actually works for one of the radio stations here now too. But yeah, he's here and I'll just keep shooting. Here's my buddy Akash's Lambo. Used to be an Evo guy, had like 1,000 horsepower Evo, and then he switched to a Lambo. He hangs out a lot with the Lucas English, the guy that built and tuned my car. They're all half-mile kind of guys, so that's why he switched to this. He's gonna do some more half-mile races at Shift Sector and stuff like that. The Challenge Ferrari is pretty sweet. He's always here, always hanging out, talking about the car. He races it, and he bought a Challenge to race it. So there's a lot of Vipers here, a lot of McLarens here. We'll go hit those up too. But yeah, check out this Challenge here.
I do this, you know. This is his bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Sad bits. So the way it was written was tongue in cheek. I'm gonna guess that anybody who moves in that meeting.
I'm a sucker for a CTSV wagon. I've actually looked at buying one a few times. There are a lot of replica Cobras out there, but I actually think this one's real. Looking at the pedals, the plates, things like that, I think we got a real Cobra here for once, instead of a replica.
Teeth have all rotted out anymore.
This one.
Everybody likes a good wagon, right? So one of the Viper Club show up. We'll do a quick walk by those guys here real quick. Probably gonna have to take a picture of 2 of these here. Love me a good GTS that's got a little bit of the GTSR in there with the wing.
Yeah, very first E-Type and these body. I like
To say the least, a real Cobra is very popular. A lot of people around that thing. Alright, time to call it a day for this episode. Yeah, a lot of classic cars. So that's why they had a lot of them in the front street area, right in the middle of the mall. Heads up for this truck. So there was a lot more room out back. Probably could have brought my Evo today since they had so much room because all the classics were up front. But yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna edit this up for you guys. Like I said, repeating myself, next week is the 200 at Evergreen Speedway. So I'll hang out there for that NASCAR race and check that out. After that, Formula Drift, and it's drift after that. So should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to get this summer going. August is just gonna be nuts. So, all right, time for me to head home. I will catch you guys next week. All right, later. All right, you can tell I'm back at the house. I was just looking at the GoPro real quick, and there's actually quite a bit of footage on there, so I probably won't mix in any stuff with the old stuff, but I'm not gonna mix it with music this time around or anything like that. I'm just gonna keep it like a vlog and let it roll. But yeah, just also remember to subscribe and also go check out my Instagram page for the pictures that I post from this event and all the other events, the drift, the Stance Wars, all the other shows I go to, so make sure you go check out that stuff. Also, this Evo has its own page, and I always post that in there too, just FSX_racing. But yeah, go check out those real quick. And then I am also going to work on a couple of build breakdowns, either with my car or a couple other guys, because I haven't done one in a couple weeks, so I need to do that for you guys, since I'm going to have a little bit of downtime next week or two before, hopefully, I close on my house. Still waiting to hear back about that kind of stuff officially. Thanks again for checking out my video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I will keep sending you guys out footage every week, and it's only going to get better from here on out as the events get bigger. More cameras. I'm going to try more stuff with on the boards and things like that with who I can when I can, and taking other cars out and doing things like that. So just going to continue to get you guys as much footage for fun as I can. So please subscribe and keep checking out all the videos. All right, see you next week.